G'day friends, welcome to today's YouTube video. My name's James. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I'll be talking about Collage Club for February 2022. If you need to know more about Collage Club, click the link in the description box below. You'll find out more there. Otherwise, let's get right into it. This is a page of circles, and these are all photos that I've taken over the past couple of months. Lots of them are just beautiful textures and color palettes and kind of little vignettes. Like a lot of these beach ones I took at Southwest Rocks on my trip home to Australia. Actually, a lot of these are from Australia. The Australian bush up here, and the rocks at the mermaid pool, the nighttime sky. Just absolutely loved it. The lace that was on my sister's dress that she'll be wearing on a very special day later this year. My footprints in the sand, because that one cracked me up. I don't know if people know, do people know footprints in the sand? The, like when I only saw one set of footprints, it was then I was carrying you. We had that poster on the back of a toilet door ever since I was younger, and it just made me crack up, so I had to put it in there. Top of a can, this is rice. Million points if you figured out that this was a custard tart. You know, obviously things that are really, really special and significant to me. Look, I will admit, I wanted to do this in December, and originally I was just taking photos of everything that was circular, so like things like this can. I just saw like circles everywhere, and I just wanted to make a whole sheet of just random circular things that I found. And I kind of forgot about it, and then when I picked it back up again, I ended up doing food, and then a lot of it was food, and I didn't like that. So I actually kind of redid the whole thing and then made it just really beautiful scenes that had beautiful textures or interesting textures, like the fur on the Grinch suits that Steve and I wore for Christmas. Things that I thought would be, you know, just kind of fun to use. So a lot of this does have significant meaning to me, but for you, it just isn't, I wouldn't consider anything more than just a texture or like an interesting little vignette. And a nice simple shape that is very workable within art journaling or even when planning or just, you know, really simple journaling. Pretty easy to fit a circle in somewhere. So that is that. I don't think there are any other ones that I feel like I should point out. They're all pretty random. But yeah, here is page 2. These illustrations are kind of, I've been doing this very intuitive, kind of like piecing together illustrations that are all a little disjointed, but I want to put them all into one, so they all have to connect to each other. Usually if I was going to draw something and then I had a different thought, I'd move to a different part of a page or start a new page and draw that different thought. But this time I wanted to kind of put them all together and see how they live as one kind of thing. And I actually loved how they turned out. So it's something that I've been enjoying. And I put a bunch in here. This one I didn't really finish, but I always think there's value to having a few black and white things or even some kind of unfinished sketchy looking things in Collage Club. Because from what I've seen, the way that you guys share, people use them in a ton of different ways. Personally, I use them as like decorative stickers. That's why I print them out on sticker paper and use my Portrait 3, my Silhouette Portrait 3 to cut them out. So they're a bit more decorative for me, but some people use them as a part of their art journaling and as a part of illustrations that they then elaborate on or that they collage together themselves and make new things from. So I love to give a bit of a variety that way. I don't make sure everything is totally finished to put it in here. So there's a bit of my thoughts on that. 3 of these illustrations here, the ones with the grids that you can kind of see through them, those are from my 5-year journal, and I have a whole page at the back that is all dedicated to 5-year journal illustrations. I think this is the first time I've ever shared those, so I'm excited to be able to offer those as well. So these are a bit of a like random kind of things. You'll notice a bit of a Japanese influence, not like there hasn't been, honestly, my entire life, but I'm specifically gearing up for something that has a Japanese theme, so it's probably going to be a lot more prevalent, and I mean, you'll even see it in the next page. This Harajuku girl here, this was just a sketch that I was working on. I loved it as a sketch, so I cleaned it up and put it on here. But yeah, I'm working towards something that has that theme, wink wink, so it's probably going to pop up a lot. It already pops up a lot anyway, but more so now. Here's another one of those kind of collaged pieces. We did that on Instagram Live. I know it's February and I know people are probably expecting a lot of Valentines, but in 2021 I did a huge Valentine's collection, so I didn't feel the need to go too far overboard this month. In fact, I did things that are a bit more neutral, not even neutral, but a little bit more, I guess, I want to say they're not anti-Valentines. They're just like indifferent Valentines. You know, maybe you like it, maybe you don't. Who knows? Maybe this illustration could fall somewhere in the middle. So that's why I've done this one here, and I've done her. She's, you can see the little heart motifs here. I think they're a bit more like they could go either way. So I like those. These illustrations here were just from my Hobonichi, just from my planner sketches. She has little wings because I did them on the plane. It's a long plane ride back from Australia, so I was enjoying my illustration time. Next we have another page. I don't know how to, like, what am I supposed to say? There's 5 pages. It's just going to be keep more pages until they're finished. All right. Valentine's, again, a little, like, indifferent. She's a little blasé, or she really loves it and she's just deep in loving thoughts. Who knows? This is a tiger that I did. I don't usually do animals, and she's, I guess, kind of human anyway, but for the Chinese New Year, it's the year of the tiger. I believe it is. If I got that wrong, I'm going to be really upset. I think it is. I should have looked before I started the video. If it's not, just pretend she's a cute little tiger. Some more sketches from my journal on the plane. This is from my 5-year. When I was on the plane, I was watching Luca. I really love just having Luca on in the background. And I don't know why, but I turned him into a birthday fish. So happy birthday to anyone out there. Maybe he's like a Pisces symbol. I don't really get down with astronomy, but astronomy? Astrology. See, I don't even know what it's called. But happy birthday to anyone. That's your birthday this month. This Daisy, I'm also revisiting some Daisy stuff. This is from my 5-year. More sketches from my Hobonichi. And then this, I really wanted to include this. Sorry if you have no use for it. I mean, I don't anticipate any Collage Club member could use every single piece every month. But this one, I just couldn't help it. This is Elijah, my nephew. He drew this. I love how he draws people. I just think it's so funny. He loves his rainbow colored pencil. And at first I was laughing because I thought this was a hand. And I was like, why is this the only one that gets a hand? Then when I looked closer, it's another person. This is his sister. This is Savannah. So this is Elijah and his family photo. So maybe this could depict family for you. Or just children. I just love it. I had such a blast being at home, being with my family, and especially with Elijah doing our journaling together. I just thought it was so special. I wanted to include a bit of that there. So that's that. And no, I won't be paying him royalties. I already do enough for him. This is the last page. This is 5-year journal, and I think it's the first time, like I said, that I've scanned this and never shared anything from it. That might not be true, but I think it is. And it's funny because it kind of goes through the past couple of years, like the stuff from 2019, 2020, 2021, even 2022. So this spans kind of a wide range of time. And I just picked out a bunch of random illustrations that I thought might be fun to use. Some of them are very specific, like the glasses that I got from last week. I even did this one last week, but this one's back from Whimsical Illustration, like back in the day. So there's a few interesting things there that hopefully you enjoy. This is page 5, page 4, page 3, page 2, page 1. I hope I got that order correct. And that is Collage Club for February 2022. So just a bit more Collage Club information. To all my members, you already know all this, but to anyone that made it this far and still has no idea what we're talking about, Collage Club is a monthly subscription for $5 a month. I host it on Teachable, and it is the most affordable and accessible way for me to share my work with you. Typically, I used to share this all on Etsy as individual downloads, but I got pretty, I would say, complacent with how often I would update that or, keep it fresh and exciting. So Collage Club was also a way for me to be accountable to sharing more of it. And I made Collage Club the most accessible way so that I could really offer as much as I could to people who were sharing this journey alongside me. That's why a lot of it I offer things that we've done together in Instagram live streams, or things that I've done tutorials on, or especially things that I'm doing in workshops that maybe I don't get to share over there. I share them here as well. And then things like my holidays and just stories and stuff, because I know we all like to share in all of that together. So that is the way that I do that. There's always 4 months at a time. So at the moment, I believe for February, there'll be November, December, January, and February. So if you're joining for Feb, you'll have those 4 months available to you. So you can download all of those sheets and keep access to those. Once they're retired, so say October, for example, if you join in February, October won't be there. That'll be retired. They go to Etsy and they're available for individual purchase at $15 a month. So that's how I kind of bridge the gap between what I used to do with my digital downloads and how I offer them more affordably now. So yeah, there's a great value to joining it. I always encourage people to join if they want to get their hands on some of my work and use it. There's a limited use license as well. I think it's for 100 handmade items. So if you have an Etsy store and you want some of this, I was going to say clip art. If you want to use some of this in transformative ways to sell, you are allowed to do that up until I think I put 100 items, and they have to be handmade, so nothing that gets sent to a factory or anything. But that's a wide scope of things. I like to offer that as well. What else do we do over there? I think that's pretty much it. Oh, the silhouette files. So I print this is all linked as well, but I print mine on Online Labels glossy photo paper. My printer is a Canon MX922, and then I use a Silhouette Portrait 3 cutting machine to print these. I print them out on my printer, and then I use the cutting machine to make them these Kiss Cut sticker sheets. So this is how I use mine, and there are I use a ton of them ever since I started making them sticker sheets, because I don't have to fuss it out with glue or anything. If I want them to do a more art journal-y way, I make sure I print them on matte paper, matte sticker paper, or just matte paper in general. That way I can, work over them easier. But if I'm just using them as decoration, which I do for the most part, I'll print them on gloss so they have a nice sheen to them. It's also a bit more vibrant with the color and a bit more crisp, and yeah, it looks like a real sticker. So that's how I use mine every month, but people use them in all different ways and for all different reasons. There's a hashtag JLB Collage Club on Instagram that you can go and check out how other people use them. What else do I have to share? I think that's it. It's 5 sheets per month. I usually stick to that. Some months when there's special holidays or something happens, like my birthday, I think I've added extra sheets. At the moment, November is 5. I think December was 10 sheets. January and February are 5. So if you join for the $5 in February, you have access to however many sheets that is. I can't do the math. I'm not that smart. But yeah, so it's always more, what I would try to say. It's always better for you to join Collage Club than to wait for them to go to Etsy. I'll let people decide what they want to do. I also do not mind if people join and then they unsubscribe and then they come back later. However you need to go about it is completely fine with me. I just make sure I show up every month and put the downloads in there and share all the things that I'm enjoying and that I'm loving. The last thing I think I should mention is, it was just on the tip of my tongue and now I've lost it. That's really going to frustrate me. What was it? I'm just going to sit here until I remember. Collage Club. Sharing it all? That's what I do. Yeah, I can't remember. If it was pressing, I'm sure it would have been on the front of my mind. So hopefully that's all the information you need to know. Please go and check out more of it. You can see the previews. There's a whole back catalog of everything that was in 2021 already. That also includes little Etsy icons to tell you which ones are available on Etsy and which ones are still in the subscription. Like I said, if you join in Feb, it's November, December, January, February. There'll be those 4. There is always 4 months at a time, and then they get retired and put onto Etsy. Okay, that's it. That's all for me. I'll see you with another one of these videos in March, but I'm sure I'll see you before that for some other journaling videos. Goodbye, everyone.